Hey, this is the first video of the ZeitMind Deep Dive series, showing you how to work with the ZeitMind agent and workspace. We will look at a couple ways of how to bring different data sources together. One quick note, many of the more technical steps will usually be done by us when we run projects together. So check if your project already has all the relevant data that you need. But let's get started. So it's me, Mario. I run Crust Me Bro, a Neapolitan pizza shop just down the road from Kennedy Space Center. Some days we're absolutely slammed. Lines out the door, and I run out of dough by early evening. It's been impossible to predict how many ingredients to prep. So I started asking customers what was going on. And more than once they told me, we came to see the SpaceX launch. That got me thinking, maybe there's a pattern here. Since we are too small to have a data team, I want to use ZeitMind to dig into the data and build a data-driven demand workflow for me. So I'm starting in the analysis, and my project is pretty empty right now. There's no data here yet. But I'll actually go into the data prep mode because I want to bring in all the data that I have. So first, at the end of every day, I check my inventory in an Excel file. So let's upload this one. So here we go. As you can see, it's basically which day it is and then how much of the ingredients I have left at the end of the day and what time I had to close shop if I had to close the shop early because I ran out of ingredients. Now, second, I've got that Square register for all customer payments, you know, the terminal that allows contactless payment. So this data is actually sent to a database and I would like to have that live connected into my project. Since ZeitMind projects are backed by their own Postgres database, I can connect this as a foreign server using a foreign data wrapper. So let me go into the SQL mode and let me just briefly bring in over a query here. It looks complicated, but all it does is basically tells ZeitMind where it can find the server. It gives it access using the user credentials. And then I define what data I want to bring in. So here I'm basically getting all the pizza orders from the sales data with restaurant name, item name, quantity and so on. So let's run this. Now we can close it and we can actually bring the data set in and let's call this live pizza orders. So there we go. There we have our second data set and we can see basically what I just outlined in the beginning. Timestamp, restaurant, the item, which pizza we sold and how many of them, at what price and what total price. So the standard kind of point of sales data. Now, because the customers have said they came for the SpaceX launches, I kind of want the SpaceX launch information as well. And so what I really want is like some kind of public data about SpaceX launches. And I came across this GraphQL API. So what I will do is I'll actually add this SpaceX launches. I will add this as another data set here as well. And the way I define this is by using a dedicated function that ZeitMind offers for us. So what this does is basically it goes to this data source and we define kind of what information we want to have. And I want to have the mission name, the dates, obviously, the launch site, rocket type, maybe it comes in handy, so I'm just pulling this one in as well. I'll just quickly preview and I can see things are being loaded here. Now, this doesn't look properly formatted yet, but this we will be covering in the next video about data preparation and cleaning. That's it for today. Thanks so much and see you in the next video.